Thank you very much for the opportunity that AWA has provided to get us, both Gary and myself, to come up here and speak today on the twinning or the water utility improvement program. It is a very exciting program. It is a great honour to be and a privilege to be involved in something that's actually helping a nation improve its water and sanitation. As you'll note on the slide there, we are twin of a company called Victorian Water Supply Company. They're based in the north of the country. Sorry, a little bit slow. Okay. So the location of Futor is that they're based about 90 kilometres outside of Hanoi, in the north of the country. A little bit about them as a company. They provide water services to around 1.2 million people across the Futor province, and that's both urban and rural customers. They operate 12 water treatment plants, although like most of Vietnam, the customers are actively discouraged from drinking the water that's supplied to their properties, and they're constructing their first wastewater treatment plant in Viet Tri City. As Gary's already alluded to and Paul made mention of, at the moment, most of the country doesn't have sewer services, so they actually use their rivers pretty much as their sewer disposal mechanisms, and that's one of the really big challenges of providing safe drinking water, particularly as the upstream village tends to be putting their sewage into your drinking water supply. So for our twinning arrangement, like a lot of the other utilities involved, the scope was around water safety plans, asset management and non-revenue water. As we found out when we went through the non-revenue water part of the process, just like with Gary's relationship, Futor actually run rings around us in terms of non-revenue water. They run at about 11%, which is actually lower than Coliban Water. So as Gary said, one of the things you will find as part of this is that you can learn a lot from them as much as you can teach them. So it really is that partnership, and that's a very important aspect of what you do when you're over there. But one of the really pleasing aspects is that as we went through the twinning arrangement, we actually expanded the scope of the works that we were undertaking over 3 reciprocal visits, and here's listed the new topics that we covered over that time. So they were very interested in data management. Like a lot of Vietnam utilities, most of their systems are paper-based, and they spend a lot of time recording information but not really analysing it. They're very interested in contract management. Futor is a sort of a privately owned company with some government investment, so they are very interested in how they can manage contracts with service providers. Corporate communications, they're not really particularly skilled on that. They do have I guess a one-party state, so it tends to be rather directive, but they want to be more engaged with their customers. Learn a bit about how we did financial management, although they're quite a well-run company, customer service, and then moving into the SCADA system, which ties very much into them providing safe drinking water. The expansion of the scope of this arrangement actually allowed us as Coliban Water to deepen our relationship, and which is really what we really appreciated. It also provided the opportunity for a much wider group of staff from across both organisations to be involved in the arrangement, and as Gary showed in a lot of his photographs, when you go over there and present, you will be presenting to a room full of people who are all very keen to learn from what you have to say. I guess for us, in terms of the ongoing part of the program, they must be doing the update again. It's frozen. Oh, well, we'll keep going for it. So our medium to long-term goal of our twinning arrangement is to be able to work with Futor Water Supply Company to get to the point where they can provide drinking water to their customers. Damn, it's not going to read there, is it? It's stuck. Oh, thank you. Yep. Oops, going too far forward now. Sorry about this. So the medium to long-term goal for us is to ensure that Futor Water Supply Company can provide drinking water to their customers. It has a strong alignment with UN development goals. It is an ambitious goal, but it's one we think is worth pursuing. One of the things we do want to do is, out of this partnership, is get some tangible outcomes. It's all well and good to go over there, enjoy the hospitality and build that relationship, but we want to have something we can walk away with and say we're very proud of. As Paul mentioned earlier, one of the things that's driving a lot of this water and sanitation effort in the country is Decree 1566, which has set some fairly ambitious targets by 2025 to have most of the company supplied with drinking water and also improve their water and sanitation. So the lessons learned to date, the significant benefits for staff from both organisations. I mean, for Coliban Water, being a regional water corporation in Victoria, being able to offer our staff the opportunity to go overseas and participate in such a program is a great career development opportunity for most of our staff, and we've had probably 11 staff so far go across over the 3 visits. As has been mentioned several times, progress in achieving goals on your arrangement can appear to be slow at times, and you need to accept there's only so much you can achieve in a 12 to 18 month period and also 3 reciprocal visits. An organisation change takes time, but these arrangements can deliver multiple benefits across both organisations. Some additional challenges is the language barrier. So in the case of Futor, there's only 1 staff member who can speak English at any level of proficiency. So you're primarily working through translators, which does take time. There are cultural differences, as both Paul and Gary have mentioned. You do have to accept that the way that business is done in Vietnam is that you build the relationship first, and then the business comes after that. And if you're not willing to put time into the relationship, then you're not going to have a lot of success in the country. And I think you also need to calibrate what can be achieved in a particular single visit and how much interaction will occur between visits. In our case, we don't get a lot of interaction between each visit that we do over there, but that doesn't mean they're not interested. They're just moving away and thinking about what we've presented to them. And also structuring a mentoring program that's fit for purpose. And we're really hopeful that we can continue this long-term relationship for the benefit of both companies.